Today I'm going to be making music with FL Studio Mobile. Now I have actually used this app before on my channel, but this time I'm using the iPad version, so things will be pretty much exactly the same, just slightly bigger, I guess. I think I might start things off with a mini synth. I remember liking this one. Hey, there we go. Anyway, let's just go ahead and change our first oscillator. I might go for the pulse wave, maybe. Just need to change that little modifier. I'm liking that sound. I might actually go ahead and put an LFO onto the modifier, so we just need to go a little something like that. Now that is sounding pretty much perfect. Let's just put some release onto it. Maybe I'll switch up the filter a little bit. Nice. I think I just need a bit of reverb. That should pretty much be it. Pull that boy up, put a little bit of pre-delay on, pull the room size down. Hey. That sounds nice. And I think the last thing I need to bring on is just some of this bit crusher here. Yeah, that sounds good. Let's go ahead and record in our first little synthesizer. Hey, that was very average. But I mean, at least this keyboard here is actually playable, unlike the phone version. That is just impossible. This one here, not too bad. Anyway, let's just get rid of that boy there, and I think we just need to drag this. Then we just need to quantize it into time, and that should pretty much be it. Nice. Okay, let's move on to the next thing, which I think is going to be some type of bass line. Let's try out this transistor bass. So don't remember this. Demo. What? Oh, $2.99. Let's get it. You are all set. Okay. Wow. That wasn't worth $2. Blip. Oh no, I made a big mistake. Oh no. That hurts my ears. Too much resonance. I think that's actually as good as it's gonna get. Let's go ahead and record in some bass notes. This pencil actually comes in handy for stuff like this because it changes sound depending on where you hit it on the note. It's a little bit harder when your massive finger takes up the whole note, but with this, you can actually get pretty precise. Now, let's move on to the next sound. I think it's just going to be another one of these mini synths. Now, for this sound here, I don't actually think I'll change it too much. I actually quite like this as a lead sound. Kind of sounds like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, but one thing that I am going to do is I'm just going to go over to the master section. I'm just going to change this over to lead, pull this up a bit, and now that's a cool way to play it as well with the pencil. Actually kind of reminds me of one of those stylophone things, which is cool, I guess. Not the most practical way to play a synth, but I like it. It's fun. Hey, now we're getting somewhere. Anyway, let's move on to the next thing. I think it's going to be some drums. Let's just quickly load up some samples. Now we're just going to speed things up to around there. Should be good to go. Need to put a little bit of velocity onto them, so we'll just pull this thing up here, get rid of that, and then a little something like that. And I might also just switch up the velocity a little bit for these ride cymbals. They're a little bit too strong. Just go a little something like that. It should be good to go. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to this original synth, and I'm just going to pull in one of these levelers, and I'm going to use this as a side chain. So I'm basically just going to be automating this volume slider here. But first, why don't we try record it in live? Can I do this? No. What a bad start. Oh, that is bad. Wow. Delete all of that. Now let's just draw in our own points, a little something like that, and we should be good. Yeah, that works. Oh no, what's going on there? Okay, so now I've decided that my bass line that I had didn't really sound too good, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to record in some lower bass notes on this synthesizer here, and then I can take this bass line over to a better bass sound because this transistor bass doesn't sound very good. It sounds horrible. Now for the new and improved bass line, just have this GM synth here. It was yet another synth that you have to pay to unlock, and I've just used it for a sine wave. How exciting. Anyway, let's just copy that bass line over, put it down here, and we'll go a little something like that. Boom! Now I really would have liked to have added in some more instruments, but I've got quite a lot of stuff in here and it is starting to lag quite a bit, so I can't really add in anything else. So I think that is pretty much going to have to do it for this song. But anyway, as usual, I've gone ahead and added on all of the finishing touches off camera, and here's the finished beat made in FL Studio Mobile for iPad. Enjoy! So there we go, that is my finished beat made with FL Studio Mobile for iPad. Now I know I say this about pretty much every single music making app that I use, but this one here is actually really fun to use. I mean, I've used the app a whole lot on my phone before, but this was on a whole nother level, especially with this pencil here. Made it a whole lot easier to use, and I actually really liked it. In fact, I actually think I enjoyed this workflow even more than Ableton Live. I actually like the interface more as well, but the only downside is that it gets really glitchy towards the end once you start adding in too many effects. But oh well. I think that's going to wrap it up for this video, so I'll see all of you in the next couple of days for my next upload. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.